Hey guys, Thunder here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my other videos. Today we're back in The Sims and we're building, so let's get to it. Okay, so we are building an apartment for someone who really loves space. So this is a apartment. I built this on 910 Medina Studios lot in San Myshuno. It's a 1 bed, 1 bath with an office, and it ends up being 49,672 simoleons. It's a lot of simoleons, but yeah, it's just a lot of simoleons for someone that is living by themselves, I guess. But I really had fun with this, and I did not want to limit myself by limiting the budget or anything, so yeah. And it will be available for downloading on the gallery, but you're going to have to remember to put the walls back. So it is actually going to be probably a little bit more expensive than what I just said. So have a little bit more money. But right now I'm just putting in the lights and things, just trying to figure out different stuff. I kind of kept to a purple and blue sort of color scheme. I don't know. I just think of those colors when I think of space. And then just going to put in these doors. Yeah, it's a small apartment, and I think it's like a needs TLC apartment. So the mouse hole, you have the pipes and the electrical thing. I think you have a vent. There's going to be like smells and stuff. I don't think you're allowed to remove that stuff. So yeah, and honestly, I have to say that some of them actually some of them are actually hidden. And I did not notice that these two windows was at different heights. It's no big deal to just move these two bigger windows to the same height. I did not notice it. It looked honestly the same height to me. But right now we're just putting in the wood floor, and then we're just going to go and find some tile for the bathroom and the kitchen. I went with this one from Vampires because it kind of looks like it could be like a star pattern or something. So that's why I went with that. And then just looking for, honestly, I just painted all the walls white real fast just to have like a base color. And then just going to put this tile from Spa Day in the kitchen and bathroom. I felt like that was fine. Then just kind of looking to see what other, I knew that we had this wallpaper from the Crystal's Creation kit, I believe. Not kit, the Crystal's Creation stuff pack. It's just really pretty. And then this wallpaper, I just really liked it. And then on the other two walls in like the living space, because it's just one room and it's a small bit of space, but I really did like it. I do end up putting this wallpaper from Dream Home Decorator, but I put it in the white. So you can still see the triangles. It's just a little bit more subtle. But yeah, and then we're just going to go and start with the bathroom. I think I mostly used base game, if not, no, it's not all base game, but it is mostly base game. So just going to put in a shower, a toilet, going to grab a sink. It was really hard to build in this like space because of just like the rest of the building and everything. But I put in this Parenthood sink, I believe it is. And then just kind of trying to move it along and all that, and just trying to angle myself to where I could actually see what I was doing and get a good angle. And then I did put in the Realm of Magic mirror just because I really like that mirror. Put in the toothbrush, toothpaste, the hand towel. I put in some toilet paper, a towel on the wall. You know, just the normal stuff that you'd have to have for an apartment and bathroom and all that. And then over here, like I said, this mouse hole does get covered up. So if your sim has problems with it, you may have to, like, I'm not even going to say may, if your sim ends up having issues with the mouse hole, you will have to, like, move it and all. I think I put the stove in front of that. And then I do use the really expensive appliances. So you could, but I really was trying to use this purple and all. And then I'm going to put a counter over in this corner because it just looked weird with nothing there. But I was trying to keep it accessible, but it was like, no. But, yeah, these appliances, they're super, super expensive, but I was trying to bring in the purple, and then I really just did not like the purple, so I just changed everything to blue. And I really do like how this came out. Just going to put in that sink, and then just a little bit of clutter. And I do put in a microwave. I don't know, I just feel like if you're on the go all the time looking for like different space stuff, you probably have a microwave. And then just looking for some curtains to go up over this window. I go with this one. I want to say that's from Parenthood as well. And then I press the key. I don't know where it sent me, but yeah. Yeah. And like I said, just putting in those. Then just going to move to the living room. Again, was hard to do this just because of the walls and stuff, but I really did want and really did like how it was coming out. And then just going to use that TV because the Aurora Borealis does happen in the night sky, so technically it is kind of space related. And then just kind of looking for a couch. I really like this one. I don't know what pack it's from, but I really like this one with the dark blue. And then I was like, I need to start bringing in more of the purple. So I was trying to figure out what I could use, and then I did find that one and I put it in the other room. But I was just trying to figure out what I could use that would bring in maybe a little bit more of the purple. So I ended up going with this one, and that is from Seasons. I really do like that. That looks really nice. And I got a table with like a purple glass in it. Then just going to put out some books. Again, they are purple. Some flowers. I think I put out flowers. Yeah, I put out some flowers. Well, or a plant. And then I really did want a dining table, so I kind of just shoved it in the corner over here. Yeah. It's just like literally shoved in the corner. It's just a small square one. And then just a couple of chairs with it. I did go with chairs from Base Game. Just they matched the best. And then just kind of put in some artwork and stuff. I really wanted to keep the whole space theme. So I do use quite a few space pictures. It's not the ones that you can get from the telescope though. It's just like some of these posters and things. I really did just think that that was good. And then just going to do a quick save because I don't want to lose my progress. And all we have left is the office and then the bedroom. So first things first, we're going to put in some blue curtains. And I really do love this rug. It's just so pretty. And then just going to put in this blue desk from Life or Death. And I think I get this, yeah, the purple computer. And then a purple chair. Like I said, I was trying to bring in the colors wherever I could. And then I really wanted a telescope. I know you cannot use the telescope inside, but I'm pretty certain that your Sims could put that in their inventory and then they could take it with them. And I just kind of feel like they probably just have it set up here. Just going to add in some artwork. I thought that this piece from Seasons had something to do with the night sky, but apparently it did not. So I'm just going to put in this one from Realm of Magic with the moon phases. I really do love that. And then just going to put in this moon lamp from, for some reason I want to say it's Growing Together or Werewolves. I think it's Werewolves. And then just going to put in a bookshelf there. And then moving on to the bedroom, we're going to go with obviously a bed. I want to say I went with one from, I went with one from High School Years. I know I did. This one right here with the sun and stuff, because it just felt like it fit the whole space theme very well. And it did have purple on it, so just going to use these purple and blue nightstands. Those are also from High School Years. And then I just used these candles. They fit the color scheme really. I think I covered up the vent with the rug, but I'm not completely certain. And then as far as the curtains go, I went with ones from Growing Together, I want to say. Yeah, these ones right here, I really did like the purple, and it just kind of worked well. So, yeah. And then just going to go and find a rug. And I grabbed one from Strangerville. I really love these purples and blues. And then over here, I had enough space for a dresser. So I went with one from, this one right here from High School Years. And then just going to put a bit of clutter on the top there. I know I grabbed the journal, but I don't remember what else I grabbed. Okay, I did put in like a little flower there, and then I just put in a couple of drafts. I don't know. It was the right color, and then just going to put in that plant and then another plant next to it. Just trying to figure out which one I wanted to put. I really like this one with the purple fronds. I know that the base, like the vase, isn't the best color, but I really did like that. And I am going to move the dresser over just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of space there. And then I kind of wanted another plant out in here, so I did put in this one, and honestly I think that that's probably just about it. Oh, I put a plant on the table too, but that's just it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss my other videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye everyone.